In the fall, Anna will be attending Stanford University to pursue a major in political science with a minor in data science.
Kim Kardashyan once said, "If you put the effort in, you'll get what you want." Good afternoon, teachers, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Thank you all for being here today. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why start a valedictorian speech with a Kim Kardashian quote? Well, if I had $1 for every time someone made a joke about my last name being Kardashian throughout my high school experience, I'd probably be as rich as they are. And although I may not be Kim, as a Kardashian, I do understand what it means like to chase big dreams under a lot of pressure. For me, it was pressure that pushed me to finish writing this speech. In fact, I procrastinated finishing it until last night. But pressure is a funny thing. It can either paralyze us or fuel our resolve to push forward even when things get tough. Pressure can either break you or turn you into a diamond. And it's this very pressure that has shaped the dreams I've pursued. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Dreams are the reason I'm standing here today. Years ago, I promised myself that I'd become valedictorian, and although it may have seemed like a frivolous goal to others, for me, it was about proving to myself that I can accomplish whatever I set my mind to. But I know that I didn't get here on my own. I want to take a moment to thank some of the people who have supported me throughout this journey. To my mentors and teachers, especially to those who went above and beyond, thank you. Your belief in me gave me motivation to keep moving forward. To my friends, thank you for the advice, the laughter, and the comfort during stressful times. And to my family, Mom, Dad, Armina, Alex, I wouldn't be here without you. You have been my greatest and most constant source of strength. This moment, this medal belongs to you just as much as it does to me. Class of 2025, as we stand on the edge of something new, many of us are filled with a mix of nerves, excitement, and wonder. But we're about to enter unfamiliar places, meet new people, and build lives we've only just begun to imagine. Now, there's no perfect roadmap for what comes next, but over the past few years, I've learned 6 core lessons that I want to share with you all today. Lesson 1, choose your hard. As we take our next steps into the world, it's easy to wish for a life without obstacles. But the truth is, life will always be hard in some way. Waking up at 4 a.m. to study for finals is hard, but so is failing a test because you didn't prepare for it. Maintaining your health is hard, but so is dealing with the consequences of neglecting it. Speaking up for yourself is hard, but so is staying silent when you wish you hadn't. The key isn't avoiding difficulty, it's choosing your hard. And what high school has taught us more than anything else is that we have a choice. Choose the hard that brings growth, the hard that builds character, the hard that's aligned with who you want to become. Honestly, I think we, the class of 2025, have the power to survive anything. I mean, we survived COVID, online school, social isolation, an extremely polarized presidential election, and of course, Ms. Hawkins's notorious dialectical journals. Lesson 2, trust the detours. For most of my life, I never saw myself as a public speaker. I was always more drawn to math. But in middle school, I pushed myself to join a debate class, and to my surprise, I discovered a real passion for it. That one decision opened the door to so much more. It eventually led me to serve as a United States Senate page and attend some of the country's most prestigious policy events. Today, these experiences have inspired me to pursue a career in law. Sometimes life's detours end up being the best things that happen to you. Trust that they may lead you somewhere better than you expected. After all, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Lesson 3, get back up. I learned early in my childhood what it means to fall, not just metaphorically, but literally. I trained in Taekwondo as a kid, and if you've ever done martial arts, you know that you end up on the floor a lot. But hitting the mat teaches you something powerful. Falling isn't failure, staying down is. I lost matches, I felt pain, I doubted myself, but every time I stood up again and I learned something new about my limits and how to push past them. Eventually, I became a national champion. not because I never fell, but because I never stopped getting back up. In life, I faced other setbacks, but just like on the mat, I've learned to keep getting back up. Oftentimes, there will be nobody to pull you up, so you have to find the strength to stand on your own. Falling is inevitable, but so is the opportunity to rise again and grow stronger in the process. And that brings me to lesson 4, fall in love with the process. We've all worked hard for something, whether it's a sport, a personal goal, or a passion project. And we've learned that the real value doesn't come from the trophy or the recognition. Imagine someone randomly came up to you and handed you a trophy with your name on it, but you hadn't done anything to earn it. It really wouldn't mean anything to you. It would just be a piece of plastic. What gives an achievement its true meaning is the effort, hard work, and the extra hours day in and day out. In the end, it's not the final result that matters the most. It's the journey and the dedication along the way that shape us into who we are. Lesson 5, don't let anyone define your limits. At some point, we've all been told that our dreams are too big or that we're asking for too much. But don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something. If you have a dream, protect it fiercely. Often, people project their own fears and limitations onto others, but those limitations don't have to become yours. If I'd listened to those voices, I wouldn't have accomplished some of the things that I am most proud of today. My last and final lesson is protect your inner peace. The world is loud, everyone has an opinion on how you should live your life, but you don't owe your energy to everything and everyone. You won't always be liked, you won't always be understood, but that's okay. Think about it, if someone insulted you in a language you didn't understand, it wouldn't bother you because those words would have no meaning to you. In the same way, don't give power to negativity from others. Protect your inner peace. It's one of the most valuable things you have. With that being said, class of 2025, I urge you all to live a life full of purpose, curiosity, and compassion. Chase what makes your heart beat faster. Take risks that scare you. Build a life you don't need a vacation from. Live every day to the fullest and allow yourself to feel all that life has to offer, because that's what it means to truly be alive. Thank you all.